You're listening to Systemic Error Podcast. The failure was designed.
Rubio threatens to accost Belgium at NATO summit in Trump soccer scandal escalation, based on an article by David Edwards. When a soccer suspension becomes state power, a U.S. official turns a match into leverage. Marco Rubio did not act like a Secretary of State defending procedure. He acted like a political enforcer looking for a stage. According to the source, Rubio threatened to use an upcoming NATO summit to raise a dispute over FIFA reversal of a suspension for U.S. player Folarin Balogun, after Belgium appealed the decision. He framed the issue as fairness and full strength, while hinting that Belgium might be manufacturing an international incident. The real power is not in the pitch. The key fact is not the suspension itself. It is that a senior U.S. official is willing to drag an alliance summit into a soccer dispute because the U.S. government believes it can. That is institutional power in plain sight, the ability to turn diplomacy into pressure, and pressure into a demand for a preferred outcome. Belgium is not the actor with leverage here. Rubio is. The frame is the weapon. Rubio's language is designed to make coercion sound like sportsmanship. Why would you want to play a game and win a match if the other side is weakened? That line pretends to be about competitive integrity, but it is really about moving blame away from the people with authority and onto the people resisting the outcome. Belgium becomes the supposed bad faith actor. FIFA becomes an abstraction. The U.S. intervention disappears behind a moralized complaint about fairness. Deliberate pressure, dressed up as confusion. This is not confusion. It is a choice to use diplomatic prestige for a trivialized grievance, and then act offended when others object. Rubio's warning that the matter might come up at NATO turns the summit into a threat environment, not a forum. The message is simple. If the U.S. does not like an outcome, it can elevate the dispute, internationalize the pressure, and dare everyone else to pretend this is normal. The larger pattern, the deeper pattern is not about soccer. It is about governing through spectacle, grievance, and institutional overreach. A state with real power can turn almost anything into a loyalty test, a public contest, or a humiliation ritual for whoever refuses to comply. The point is not resolution. The point is dominance. Once that becomes routine, diplomacy stops being a structure for cooperation and becomes another arena where power demands deference and calls it principle. You've been listening to Systemic Error. Thanks to Rostoy for today's article. With the automated voice of Marcus, thanks for listening.